Hello, it's Dr. Barry again. We are now in week 5. Hopefully, your mind has been exploded by all the different information, things that you've gotten from your readings and our discussions and the discussion threads. But this week, week number 5, we want to look at a couple other areas that we've touched on a little bit, but not spent a lot of time on. We'll look at chapters 14, 15, and chapter 18. So, chapter 14 is Principles of Airline Scheduling. Why do they even have red-eye flights? Back in the day when I would fly a lot, we'd have a lot more red-eyes than we do today. But taking off from LAX and going to Minneapolis and Orlando, sometimes you can fly, from Minneapolis to LAX direct. Sometimes you have to go through Denver down to LAX. I was talking to someone the other day. We left Minneapolis. They flew to Utah, San Francisco, and then down to San Diego. So how do they come up with all these flight routes? And many of us like to have those flights that just are direct, one stop between where you go and where you're there. When I was younger, I used to like to fly. I'd love as many stops as I could get so that I got plenty of experience of seeing the different airports, and I love takeoffs, and I really like safe landings. So we'll take a look at scheduling. We'll take a little bit bigger look at the type of aircraft that the different airlines use and what goes into the purchasing decisions for aircraft. Do we need 747s, which are some of the largest in operation today, or an Airbus 380? Or would the 737 work? Southwest Airlines, in their early days back in the 70s, made a determination that all of their aircraft were going to be the Boeing 737. So that had tremendous ramifications in their stocking of spare parts, their training of their crews, and the availability of aircraft, because the 737 provided a common fleet for all their maintenance needs, and it was interchangeable with a lot of other airlines that use 737s. Back in the day, when Southwest was fighting with the other airlines to become a realistic airline, they would be able to go over and use some of the tools from United Airlines because they flew 737s also. So at the corporate level, they were arguing over rates and things like that between United and Southwest Airlines. But at the operational, the maintenance level, Southwest Airlines people were able to go over and borrow some of the tools from friends they had who were working for United. So the fact that they had an aircraft that was like that was really pretty good. And then the final part we'll look at is Chapter 18, and we'll look at the international market a little bit more, because we all are can take advantage of the small world. We can hop on a plane today from LAX or San Francisco and fly over to Europe. We can fly to Japan, Hawaii, all over the place. So we need to have a little bit of an understanding of what goes on in the international market. So week 5, the last week. The other thing that you'll have in week number 5 is your second capstone embedded project. So remember, in the MAS 500 class, you did your first one, and that was kind of an overview of the aviation world, which was a good precursor to MAS 515. But then this term class embedded project will get you a little bit more in some of the pros and cons on what you'll need to do with your project. So be on the lookout for that. I know we'll continue to have Zoom meetings, and these Zoom meetings will kind of prepare you for each week, just like these little introductions do. So it's been great having you in class. Let's finish term week number 5 really strong, and then we'll wrap it up and begin a whole new course as you progress through your MAS program. So thank you very much. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to get in touch with me. Talk to you later. Bye.